Hidden in southwestern Indiana, there exists a gateway to the past. Welcome to Abraham Lincoln's boyhood home. Well, at least what it would have been like. This is the Lincoln Pioneer Village in Rockport, Indiana, a replica village that is reminiscent of what Lincoln's early boyhood years would have been like. I'm Brody Atchley, and this is WNIN Field Trip. The Lincoln Pioneer Village is a memorial replica of the early years of Abe Lincoln brought to life by museum staff and volunteers, who come together to share a love of history and hold a great deal of respect for our 16th president. The memorial was the brainchild of local Spencer County artist George Honig, who envisioned the Pioneer Village as an educational/tourist attraction in Rockport. Construction of the park began in spring of 1934, with Honig on site supervising the project. Then, on July 4th, 1935, the Lincoln Pioneer Village was opened to the public. Since then, it has been listed on the National Registry of Historic Places, and it has become a destination for history buffs to take a look into the past and learn about the early boyhood of President Lincoln. When you first arrive at the Lincoln Pioneer Village, you step foot into the museum, filled with collections of relics from older times in Spencer County, as well as artifacts from other eras in our country's history, such as Civil War to World War II memorabilia. There's even an entire room dedicated to the works of George Honig, with some of his original designs on display. But by far the coolest thing on display, in my opinion, is a hutch that was actually handmade by Abe Lincoln himself, along with his father, Thomas Lincoln. In the village, there's a replica of the Gentry Mansion, a 1.5-story cabin built by James Gentry, a wealthy landowner who employed young Lincoln, and a replica of the Little Pigeon Baptist Church, a church Lincoln and his father helped to build. Much of Abraham Lincoln's family attended this church, but his own religious views have often been speculated and even debated amongst historians. Also on the property is the Pioneer Schoolhouse, a recreation of the kind of schools children could have attended back in the day. It may even surprise you to know that Lincoln himself had less than a year of a formal education. But that didn't stop young Abe. He had a natural appetite for learning, frequently borrowing books from others, and he often visited the nearby mercantile store in Gentryville, where young Abe would read newspapers and engage in discussions with others about various topics, such as current events and politics. These are only some of the many buildings to explore at the Lincoln Pioneer Village. For more information about the museum, their events, and demonstrations, you can visit their website at lincolnpioneervillage.com or visit one of the websites included in the description below. Thanks for coming along with us on another WNIN Field Trip.